to be trained. Now, here's the thing. When we saw the map ban picks, which took place, we were like, hey, D5 didn't ban train.
Yeah.
And I was like, that could come and bite them in the butt.
What I want to talk about is like something I'm going to coin right now is individual support sense. That's the big difference. None of the Indian team, none of the Indian players really know. They have individual game sense. They know how to play in isolation. They don't know how to use their game sense to help the IGL, to help their team. Like playing the numbers game, playing the economy well, individually. So your IGL doesn't have to like hold on to you and tell you every single move of the way, right? And that's lacking throughout. Name any Indian team, none of them have it. Name any Indian player, none of them have it.
And well, harsh words.
Yeah.
Harsh words. But here we go. We are going live with the knife round. It is going to be trained, ladies and gentlemen. The map pick from Risky. Also, their best map by far.
Yeah.
They are known to be one of the strongest Asian teams, not just a local South Asian or a Southeast Asian team. But Hunter is going to win the knife round for his team, so that might actually help them. The training is a very CD-sided map.
Yeah.
And immediately, D5, not wasting any time, they're going to be starting on the CD side here. They picked Dust 2. They had a pretty impressive start initially, but things fell apart. The center couldn't hold, and they just got completely decimated by Risky in the end. A lot of mistakes. Initially was very close. Both the teams struggling on anti-eco rounds, but in the end, Risky coming out on top, and now D5 winning the knife round on Risky's map pick. They need to win this map to take it to map number 3, which will be Cobblestone. So Risky 1-0 up. Here we go. Pistol round going live. D5 winning the knife round starting on the CD side.
And you were telling me that Risky's CD side on this map is just absolutely nutty.
I think both the sides. I think they're really good in T and CT.
Okay, all right.
So, G5, they have the kit and a couple of flashes and Foxy, the rest of them USP and Armor, and for Risky Gaming, it is going to be the Molotov on Breaker and a Smoke as well, the rest of them on Glocks and Armor. So no smoke for D5, so Risky go for the interplay, which is exactly what they're going to go for.
They're going to throw a Molotov for connector. Most likely.
I think they're going to use the Molotov for post-plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Well. So the smoke comes in to block up any vision, and Foxy opening things up. He's going to get the first kill onto Osman through the smoke, but he's going to get caught out here. No, Foxy going big, as Aestar's going to find Tox as well, and all of a sudden it's a 1v1 Breaker, down to 45 HP, and Aestar and Foxy doing huge work here, picking up 3 quick kills, but they got the Molotov, but 5 guys alive. And Molotov's going to come in. Breaker's got to stay alive for a while here. And the burst fire's not going to work. Hunter's going to take him down. Pexter finds carry ball. And that is a flawless pistol round coming up from D5.
So this strategy, right, of using the Molotov to burn the bomb, it's effective to be dependent on that, but it was effective when the diffuse time was lower. Now the diffuse time is higher. I would have personally used the Molotov to throw deep Molotov in connector and stop the rotation. That buys you enough time to get deep map control.
Use the blocks.
Your Glocks can get deep, right? You can get deep, you can get in their faces.
Yeah.
So that's I think it's old school. They're not gone on with the meta as the diffuse time changed. This is not applicable anymore.
And Risky, and also, that entire gamble relies on the fact that CDs haven't bought a smoke.
Yeah,
and we realize, and we see on train, any team that plays on the CD side, pistol round, they always have a smoke in hand, just in case it is going to be that sort of push on the T. So, of course, coming on Risky, this is surprising. They got the bomb down.
Ooh, there's a guy at the E-box. I don't think he knows.
And this is surprising. Oh, and he's going to go for the fight, and it's going to be Aestar helping his teammate out. As Hunter takes a lot of damage, but he stays alive. I'm surprised Risky went for the first fight.
The Hunter's just running away. He needs to get out. See, he's low. He should not be re-aggressing here. Hunter needs to stay alive here.
This Molotov's not really working out, though, but Osman going to get the pincer. As Wolves picking up 2 kills, looking for more. Fox is going to get the first kill. And a flawless round again. D5 not losing a single man, so they're starting off the right foot here on train.
Well, I need to wait till the gun round to see Risky's T side, but right now it doesn't seem anything special. The pistol round, in my opinion, was nothing special. The Antico didn't look inspired either.
What's your thoughts on Risky going for the force minus second round? That's something surprising, because they went for the... I mean, you see teams doing this to try and catch the CDs off guard.
Yeah.
But they got the bomb down.
Yeah.
And, it would have been a guaranteed AK armor buy this round. Maybe they're thinking they don't want to really, go with guns and rifles when they don't have utility, perhaps?
Yeah, possibly. But, I think it was a missed call. Honestly, I think you're on the right track. I think it was a missed call by Risky. A little bit more overconfidence after the first map.
And they're going to come jumping in straight. And Wolves probably gets 2 quick kills. Osman Green runs out of bullets, though. Staying alive, he's going to get found out by Breaker. That is a pretty blonde plan. That shouldn't have happened, but Risky, mission accomplished. They get the bomb down, so that means not just do they get the 3rd round loss bonus, they also get that extra $800 for the bomb getting planted. So Wolves doing good work here. I'm surprised he didn't spot out Green's dropping into the side, but he makes up for it for 2 quick kills. Gets taken on in the end there, but just 1 casualty for D5. They've lost 1 man
in 3 rounds.
In 3 rounds. That's pretty impressive.
Exactly what you need on train. You need Molotovs on your CD teammates every round on train. The Molotovs is like the lifeline.
And Risky with the op out on Breaker. He's got no utility, however. He's just got the AWP and the Kevlar. The rest of his teammates, AK's utility, armor, whatnot. And for D5, great start on Risky's map pick. But you can see a lot of guys coming out towards alleyway. 3 guys there for Ivy. Control Caravan making a lot of noise though. And a flashman's going to blind Woods, who will somehow survive unscathed.
I like what was doing. He's trying to play like Taz from VP, making the info plays, trying to catch them off guard. If he can do that well, then there's some hope for D5 on the gun rounds, right? Risky's default seems pretty standard. It's a 3-1-1? Yeah, it's a 3-1-1. Heavy Ivy default.
One guy popped up.
This is typically a default when you're playing against a heavy op team, right? You want to get in their face, exploit the Ivy map control, because there's no point coming up mid and ladder heavy when you're playing against ops. But this is not a heavy op setup. You know, it's just Hunter. It's one op.
Hunter is going to overpick. Yes, he is. Breaker's going to take him down.
Hunter has a problem.
Ace's going to go big here. He's going to miss his shots completely. Green's going to find one, go some more, and this guy is starting things off here. 3-man advantage all here. Pexer will make Green down, and Pexer reply real quickly, but Tox is there to rip his head clean off, leaving all down the woods in a 1v3. And Breaker's burning alive. He's down to 12 HP, but he will not get the bomb done quite yet. He's going to find to get it down, and he's got Tox covering him from above. But Breaker gets spotted out, and Woods doesn't take the shot though. He's going to play it very passively. The 1v3, he's got a kid, he's got a flashbang, no smoke however. And Tox with an immediate headshot to win the round for Risky. 1-3, they keep 2 guys alive as well. And D5, however, they will be able to go for the buy. They should be having the op out as well, but one of these guys will probably have to make do with a UMP perhaps. And Risky immediately with a rifle buy, dispatching. And I'm not sure about Hunter.
No, he messed up the run. He had utility. Like after the first peak, he should have asked for a pop flash from his teammate. That's what I'm talking about. Individual support says, ask your teammate for a flash. Flash yourself. Then peek. Or don't re-peek at all. It's a 5v5. As long as it's a 5v5, you have the advantage on the city side of frame.
And you can see Risky this time coming towards bathroom. And now, it's one guy alone, Pexer.
Oh, it's Pexer this time.
He's playing alone right behind the smoke though. And a flashbang comes on, he's completely blinded, not get caught off guard. Pexer staying alive for 1 second. Oh, the flashbang comes in, but unable to really take advantage of it. Osman on 20 HP. 3 men.
This is the Molotov they needed on pistol round.
And 3 men looking his direction as well.
Yeah.
Breaker's trying to find the kill.
And now Greens is pushed in so far. They have pure map control. There's no chance. There's no chance of a retake because of 1 Molotov. If they had done that on the pistol, they would have won.
And we do have Carry Bob is going to up. He's going to go for the spray. Calmly finds Foxy as well. Woods all alone. And this is looking a little icky right now. Once more. As we do see Woods, who will be able to hold on to his M4 here, expecting him to be sailing over at Ivy. So, they had a flawless pistol round, that 2 very good anti-eco rounds, but they immediately fail back-to-back against Risky's buy round.
Well, Risky hit both A and B, and it was pretty flawless for them. It was easy. Sorry, they hit Ivy and B, and it was pretty easy for them both rounds. That shows that the city hold, at least on gun rounds, is not the strongest. And honestly, if I was Risky, I'd just constantly hit A, because it's 3 guys playing individually. 1 guy playing Ivy, 1 guy playing mid, 1 guy playing pop. I'm going to get a numbers advantage everywhere I go, basically.
So D5 playing it very safe. They just have the Deagle bottom for A, so rest of them on USPs.
Yeah.
Woods still with the M4. His bottom, I think, is smoke. Apart from that, he has utility from previous round as well. You can see Breaker with the op. And Talk's going to find Woods in the meantime. Again, they hit the bomb site. Actually, it hasn't really been taken over. They're taking this 3 times. Green's going to find Hunter. He's going on the hunt here. He's just pushing in mid. There's still a guy on top. Foxy with the USB. Oh, great on the top. Looking for more. He had the USB. Runs out of bullets. And fighting is taken up, but PvP replies back. Green's from behind. Gets caught out. The timing was absolutely abysmal for Greens. And all of a sudden, it's a 2v2. But Osman knows this, and immediately he's going to be coming in a bomb.
That's a nice read by D5 as well.
And Pexer, he's got no armor though. They're both the guys there.
You won't expect the guy close.
Oh, the nade doing a ton of damage. And Osman spots out a guy. Pexer gets a kill and all of a sudden, oh, Breaker drops in with the op. He finds Pexer. It's a 1v1 and Breaker's playing it very smart. He's going to fall all the way back to the other bomb side. And A-Star, does he know this is a question? He's got no armor. He's just got the M4. Nothing else to work with. The Deagle and the M4. And Breaker is playing this very smart. But D5 has done a lot of damage. He should be happy with this. Risky, with some risky plays there.
I think A-Star hears him finally. Oh, he still hasn't had him.
The bomb will get planted, but A-Star has got no kit, so he's got to get his kill early. But Breaker, all the time in the world to work with. It's down to 38 HP, the Tech 9 and the AWP. And he's got a couple
Two
of flashes as well.
But he shouldn't use his flashes at this point. Like, he's got all, like, there's 10, 20 spots that A-Star has to check post-plant.
And A-Star's checking. Every corner is going to come towards Hell Train as well. There's no time remaining here. And you see the bomb is ticking away. Breaker's playing it very safe indeed. And A-Star, is he going to stick it? He is going to stick it, but look at it. Flashbang comes out as a fake tag there. And Breaker, he's blinded both of them, but there's not much time remaining. And Breaker is trying to stay alive. But his op's going to get taken down there. And A-Star gets the kill. But it is going to be another round for Risky. 3-3, but A-Star will fall as well. So the op, not saved, is going to be the score started 3-all. But Risky should probably just take a breather right now.
And Risky played their round really poorly, actually.
They
had a pure gun advantage. They got the opening 2 kills, and then it should stop. Like, okay, let's group up. It's a 5v3. But they just kept overcommitting. Like, one guy goes here, one guy goes there, gets shot in the back, and now we're down to a 2v2, right? So whoever the IGL was, or the players themselves should have been like, okay, let's group up. Because, yeah, they win the round, but in the end, in the long term of that half, every kill matters. It impacts the economy. You know, it impacts the confidence. There's a lot of things that impacts the confidence of the other team. They feel like they're in it when they're close, right? Train's the kind of map where you can bury their confidence. You can absolutely hammer them to the ground that they feel like, hey, did I just switch on this game yesterday?
All right.
And that's what they need to do.
So we do have a short pause coming in. Should be, hopefully, I think it's a tech issue being faced right now. So hopefully that should get sorted out soon. But let's talk about D5, right? They had a flawless pistol round, two almost flawless anti-eco rounds as well.
Yeah.
They kind of shit the bed, to put it very bluntly, in the next 2 rounds, the buy rounds. But then that round, the previous round, a lot of mistakes being made by Risky. That could probably give a little bit of confidence to D5 that, hey, we can do something with this. But what would you do if, let's put you in a spot that you are, let's say, calling for D5 right now?
Okay.
What would you do with them?
So obviously, I know for a fact, watching it, that Risky is good at holding the far sides of the map. They're good at watching the Ivy push. They're good at watching the B push.
Yeah.
All right. They're using their flashes and stuff. They're not going to let you get aggression there unless you do a heavy push. But I would not do that. I would honestly try to do a late mid push. A late mid push. You know, Breaker's the only opper there. He's got no support. So I would exploit that. Take that out of his hands with the 2 riflers, right, and then go from there.
Absolutely. So I'm actually checking Twitter right now, and impression from Dreamscape.
Yeah.
So he's actually watching the stream, and he's like, doesn't matter which side they start on, Blair.
Okay.
For Risky on Train. He's played Risky on Train.
He's played Risky on Train, yeah.
And I was actually having a chat with Dreamscape and a couple of other teams as well, and they're like, yeah, you don't want to pick Train against Risky. It is, it's something that no team wants to really take a chance against. And Risky, even teams like Tai Lu and Cyberzen, they tend to struggle against Risky on Train. So, like I said, this is a map that should, on paper, just based on how the games have fared in the past, it should definitely go the way of Risky Gaming.
Yeah.
But right now, you know, D5, they do have the 3 rounds here, but it is Train, and like I said, it's a very highly CD-sided map. Risky CD-side is absolutely solid. Solid as a truck.
And the problem is this, right? So, let's take Foxy's the IGL of D5, I'm assuming. He's the one trying to read the pace. Risky's pace is quite default right now. They're not playing anything special. They're playing default, trying to work picks. They're waiting for D5 to make the first mistake, which D5 is making on every gun round, right? And then they're exploiting it. So 40 seconds if it's a directed on A, 20 seconds if it's a fake towards B, and fall back, or a double fake it back to A, right? So, and Risky's getting success from that. What if Risky changes the pace right now? What if they actually rush them? D5 won't have an answer for it, and they're going to break the economy.
You know what we should have for production? Just giving you guys an idea. You should probably have a blood pressure monitor attached to you.
Yeah.
And just see how pissed off you get as the rounds unfold.
And I get cancer from watching bad Counter-Strike. That's what happens
tell
to
me
me
about it. So we should be going live very, very soon. But right now we do have a technical issue. And let's talk a little bit also about Risky as well.
Yeah.
They are making some mistakes. But again, we got to take it with with a pinch of salt as well, because they don't have Havoc, who's one of their mainstays.
And he's the biggest star player, anti-fragger and all that.
Anti-fragger, he's also the mid-round caller as well.
Yeah.
Breaker does most of the work when it comes to the coaching role, so to speak, alongside Osman. So Osman knows the team very well. They have Greens. And let's talk a little bit about Osman and Greens.
I like them. Like, so far, what I've seen
Like, if you look at Talks,
Yeah.
Talks is solid as well.
Yeah.
Carabob's solid as well. And then you can see over here on the lineup, we have Breaker, the solid Oppa and whatnot. But it's been Greens and Osman who have been just decimating everyone.
Well, see, if I was to make a dream team from the Middle East, and I was only allowed to pick one guy from this lineup, I'd pick Talks, hands down. And the second guy would be Breaker. I know Greens and Osman have ridiculous aim. They're getting 3Ks, 4Ks. They're making good individual plays. But the read of the game that Talks and Breaker have And especially the crucial rounds, they make the right plays and get the opening picks. I see a lot more flawless play from those two with the experience they have than the amazing firepower that Green and Osman bring to the table.
Basically, solid individual counter-strike. And, well, Risky again, like I said, they are, although, I mean, that lineup with Havoc and Kit Kat. Kit Kat's actually not playing because he has exams right now, so obviously Green's is standing in, but he's been really looking on point.
I believe Green's is Kit Kat. I believe.
No.
Okay, because he's wearing the jersey of Kit Kat, I guess.
But Kit Kat is actually has some exams right now, so he's being stood in by Greens. But overall, I mean, they would be looking to kind of semi-rebuild the team as well. But Green's really making a good point. There are a lot of individually talented, skilled players in the Middle East, like Team Bot, for example, with Kikatriz and his Merry Men. And whatnot. But let's take a look at the brackets real quick.
But Greens used to play for them. He just joined from them.
Yes, he did. And taking a look at the loser bracket, ladies and gentlemen, this is the elimination game with Risky Gaming at D5. Risky 1-0 up right now in his best of 3. And unless something spectacular happens, something incredible happens with D5, it most probably will be a 2-0. But Risky, like everyone says, are an absolutely dominant team on train. The winner of this game is going to be playing the loser of tomorrow's game, the first game in the morning tomorrow, which is going to be D2D, Dare to Dream, who beat Risky Gaming in a huge upset game, 16-13 on Cobblestone. They're going to be playing off against Invisible Wings, Sai and his Merry Men. Loser of that game is going to be playing Risky Gaming. And let's be honest, ever since Risky got dropped down to the lower bracket, it's been a nightmare for all the lower bracket teams.
No, and they're talking like, talking to Risky, they're like, we don't care about this game. We want D2D. They want revenge. They're like, let's get through this quick. I want revenge. We're going to beat them. They're very angry that they lost one map. So they're hunting. They're hunting for D2D scalp. That's all they care about right now.
Speaking to Breaker, and it's like, we lost in Cobblestone. You know what? I'm going to put a Middle Eastern accent, but I think it was really funny and pretty awesome as well. He's like, Habibi, I'm going to pick Cobblestone. I'm going to pick Cobblestone, and I'm going to teach them what Cobblestone is all about.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? I kind of like that confidence. I kind of like that confidence. But then again, Dare to Dream. Let's see what they have in store for. They're going to be facing Invisible Wings tomorrow. Again, not a team to be scoffed at. Here's the thing with Invisible Wings, right? They have these spells of playing horrendous counter-strike, losing against teams they have no business losing against. When it comes to LAN events, like the previous big LAN, I think, was the Challenger Cup in Bangalore, which he didn't play, obviously, because they've already qualified. But if we go back to Mountain Dew, the Dew Arena Cup in Delhi itself, in Gurgaon, they beat Brutality again. I mean, they have their ups and downs, but right now they're looking solid.
It's a dead team walking.
Well, inside sources do say that.
Yeah, it's a dead team walking. It's not going to be the lineup after this Masters.
It's probably a last hurrah for the players, I guess.
So how motivated are they going to be, to play this team? One spark, one argument, and it's out. It's going to be crazy toxicity.
All right, so we are jumping back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. I think the unpause coming in. Here we go. It's going to be D5 with another yet rifle pie round after going for the eco and Risky.
Risky in the face. This is what I'm talking about. If this catches D5 off guard.
Oh, Hunter, you need to hit that shot. He just taken about Foxy replying by real quickly with a great spray. Finds 2 quick kills, but Osman and Greens replying by with a couple of kills of their own. Someone 3v2 Greens alive with 30 HP.
But Tox knows.
And Greens, that is such ballsy play. Perfect flashbang. He checks towards Z, but look at the flank coming in from Pop Dog. Look at where A-Star is.
Foxy gets picked out. But I think Risky's aware. Now that it's been so long, they'll know, I think. I think they should be aware.
And A-Star is going to take that breaker, looking for more though, unable to get more as now a 2v2 Greens. 13 HP and Tox. And he's going to get shot from the bomb, and Green's had to kill. How did he even make his way up there? It's all that it was in a 1v3 spot, and Green headshot comes in, but it's a 1v1 Tox. Couple of flashbangs and a smoke, and he's going to be going for the Hunter. He's got a lot of time to work with as well, and Wood's making a lot of sound. Then he's going to go around the Tox with a brilliant headshot. That's going to be the round for Risky, 4-3, and Tox does manage to get the off as well. And Foxy did what he could from Ivy, but Hunter is missing a lot of shots, especially when he's been entrusted with that AWP on the CD side. An expensive weapon. Especially, and on the CD side on train, where economy is so important, you need to hit the shots.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I believe that
and they start shaking his head there.
Exactly, the change of pace, right? So far, Risky is winning on the default alone, because D5 is giving them picks. Now, change of pace, D5 still doesn't have answer. Close around. So now what happens is, right, the change of pace puts a precedence into D5. They'll use the nades early. They'll be scared of that mid-aggression again. They'll be wasting their mortars. Now, all Risky needs to do is play really slow. like right now, Risky is dictating the playstyle, and D5 is eating it up. There's no mind game right now. I was going to use the wrong word, but there's no mind game right now. Yeah.
All right, so we do have another technical pause coming in by the looks of it. A little bit of issues here.
Okay.
Hopefully that should get sorted out real quickly here, but D5, this should be obviously on the eco right now. Should be obviously going for a double eco.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think they've lost. Let me take a look. They lost 4 rounds in a row right now. They're going to easily go for the pistol armor buy. Try to do a little bit more damage because they know Risky lost 4 members. They did come down to 1v1.
Yeah.
So they should be going for the. They will obviously be going for the pistol armor buy. Try and inflict as much damage as they can as well. Try and keep Risky's money in control. And then, of course, you know, it's going to be the max loss bonus kicking in. They'll have $3,400, and so D5 can go for yet another buy. But right now, Risky are in the lead, 4-3. They should make it 5-3 unless they get ecoed again.
Yeah.
But they are winning more rounds on the T side. That's going to be a massively rewarding factor for D5.
Honestly, like trains the kind of map where it's all about momentum, really. Yeah, it's slightly CD-sided map, or it can be it's actually slightly T-sided map, but honestly, it's all about momentum. You can have a 12-3 half on CD or on T side, as long as you have a good hold of the economy, and more than anything else, you're playing the mind games right. Changing the pace and winning rounds with that pace. Setting the presence, because once that's done, the CDs have no clue what's about to hit them the next round.
I clearly see they're smiling, they're just having fun. Risky seem very confident, they seem very calm, and on the other side, A-Star looking so serious, so very serious, and a little worried as well. And I'm assuming A-Star will be calling for the team.
Yeah. No, I think Fox is calling. Usually for D5, Fox calls.
Because we've seen in Brutality, like every month it's like a rotating roster of who's going to be calling the shots. So A-Star looking very nervous indeed. He should have been happy though. He beat, here's a funny thing, D5 did manage to take out Brutality. A-Star knocking out his team, his ex-team.
Yeah.
Which should have been kind of, I wouldn't call it revenge because no one really knows why he left the team as well.
Yeah. Okay, look, A-Star leaves Brutality and he joins them back 3 months later. So, you know, it's a very funny relationship between the two of them.
I keep talking about how A-Star is this, like I said, hot girlfriend which you have, and once in a while she just leaves you.
Yeah.
And goes away flirting with some other guys, dates some other guy for a couple of weeks, and then finally she comes back to you again. The you being Brutality, A-Star being the hot girlfriend.
The funny thing is, right? Okay, A-Star's the hot girlfriend, but the people at fault there is the doormat boyfriend, you know, which is Brutality. Yeah.
But it is hard to say, I guess, again, looking at how Indian Counter-Strike is, like, they mostly go for the individual brilliance over than anything else.
Yeah.
And for them, it's like, oh, he is one of the best aimers in the country.
Yeah.
One of the best players, at least individually speaking. Yeah. Every time she comes back, Brutality's like, yeah, come on back, A-Star. You know, come on back. Welcome back to the team again. We love you so much. And I'm just going to say it right now. A-Star's going to go back to Brutality a couple of months down the line, most probably. But right now, we're still waiting for the game to go live here. Let's talk a bit about Overcome, though.
Overcome?
They got
D5.
What's up? Overcome.
Yeah,
okay, so they got knocked out.
Yeah.
But they've been having the same lineup for a while now. They've been kind of untouched with the roster shuffle that's been taking place. In the same 5-man lineup.
They're not anymore. The roster shuffle is not officially announced.
Yeah, I mean, internal news, so to speak.
Yeah.
But still, like, you know, they went to ESWC, they came back, they really have been very underwhelming. Everyone thought, you know, they were playing phenomenal, by the way, for the ESWC qualifier. They went to Paris, they came back, and they've been looking just very shaky, just not even close to the form they were earlier.
Yeah, actually, there's a point during, I was near the ESWC when they won, where Overcome was looking like, hey, these guys can beat the top 3 teams, they can make a claim to be a top 3 team in India, but suddenly something happened, something switched off, and they've gone back to their old roots when they're just like gatekeepers towards the top 4, not even contesting double-digit rounds against the entities and the brutalities, and the D2D has now made a claim to be a top 3 team, you know, so.
Yeah, I mean, they are playing with stand-ins. Spawn, from what I've known, from what I've heard, is no longer playing anymore because of issues, you know, conflict of interest with work, with home, with college life, and all that. But the core roster of Hellranger, Antidote, not Buster, Blackhawk, they've been looking very solid. Kavish, of course, standing in. He's been standing in for a while now. He was an ex-MXB player as well, back when we called MXB. And then, of course, they have a pretty big ace up the sleeve. Excali being loaned by.
Well, see, Hellranger's specialty is that he's always been good at discovering talent, right? And I think this time he's kicked it. He's hit it off the park by discovering Antidote. I think Antidote's ceiling is way higher than a Spawn, than an Excali, than any other of the previous players he's discovered. He discovered Haku as well, right? For example,
Yeah, we played Haku earlier.
Yeah, so I would say Antidote is see, from a young player like him, I see very little
21
mistakes. I see very few mistakes. Well, he doesn't look 21.
He doesn't look 21.
Yeah, he looks 16. But see very little mistakes from him. Spawn, crazy aim, mistakes across the board. Excali, crazy aim, over aggression.
Inconsistent.
Haku, crazy aim, folds under pressure for the most part. So Antidote seems to not have any of those problems. He just needs more experience, he needs more game sense, and he might become one of the best players in India. Yeah.
So that's how the ace up the sleeve. And right now, though,
Yeah.
it is a season of shuffles. This is, of course, the end of I think the first time we've ever had an esports season, so to speak, in India.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the close of the season. We just have a couple more days remaining for the grand finals to take place, which will be on Sunday, of course.
Yeah.
After that, a lot of rumors floating around, a lot of news being leaked and whatnot. But it's going to be pretty crazy. And once again, we're going to lose track of who went from which team. It's going to be a lot of shuffling happening. And this time around, I do believe that no team's going to remain untouched.
Yeah, almost every single team that we know right now will have a different roster going into the New Year's.
D2D, Entity Gold, Entity Blue, that is Invisible Wings, of course. D5, Brutality. Everyone's going to be touched. That's going to be interesting. Some nice soap opera planned for you guys here.
Yeah.
Right now, though, I think we still have the pause in place, technical issues.
See, I'm going to go on a limb and say, like, the year 2016 is a year, right? Like, the amount of events that were organized today for this year for CSGO, the amount of opportunities, the amount of qualifiers for Indian teams to go outside. And we look at 2015, and we look at 2016. Honestly, it's a joke. Like, the amount of growth that's happened, it's a joke. Like, these teams should be so much better by now. And I blame the toxicity and the shuffles, honestly. I think they should really sort that out, stick to a stable lineup, and understand the philosophy of Counter-Strike and how to make it work. In 1 year.
This is your last casting gig. You are going out with a bang,
I'm going ham. I'm telling all these people how bad the scene is. Okay, so, honestly, with these many opportunities, we should have had one Indian team actually taking maps of Asians consistently and getting double-digit rounds. So the scene should be ashamed of themselves, honestly.
Which kind of rings through, because when D2D beat Risky day before yesterday, it was a best of one.
Yeah.
Right? But it's the first time an Indian team, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's true. It's the first time an Indian team has beaten an actual international team.
Yeah.
On land.
On land, yeah.
Forget beating the team. Has taken a map.
No, didn't Ibra's team take a map of NXL in the BIC Grand Finals? They went to 3 maps.
Yes, they did one time.
Yeah.
But then again, that was the time before CSGO really.
Yeah, that's before the meta game.
And that was a very old NXL as well.
Yeah.
And ever since then, the gap has just been massive.
Yeah.
But this is the first time after what, 2 years?
Yeah.
It's been literally 2 years that it took an Indian team to take a map of an international team.
Yeah.
That is risky. An actual international team, by the way. I'm not talking about tier 2 team.
And that's an Indian home soil.
Yeah.
I'm talking about go outside and make a point. That's not happened yet.
That's not happened yet. I'm just giving that. But still, I mean, it's taken 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's going to be.
And it's going to take another 2 years at the rate we're going, because the gap between the Asian meta and Indian meta is going to keep increasing. Because if Indian teams don't stick around and they keep having this massive CSGO India, the great CSGO India shuffle every 3 months, not even 2 years. These guys will be on canes before they see an Indian team win a map of an Asian team. They'll be walking around like old men.
And honestly speaking, I am actually, I'm actually looking forward to see something happen.
Yeah.
To see a breakout team, so to speak.
Well, as long as it's the same usual suspects. They break up, they get back together, they break up. It's like watching a horrible, toxic relationship among 20 guys, That's what it is. So, incestuous at times, honestly.
Pretty incestuous at times.
Yeah, so that's the problem. Like, if new blood comes in, I think, okay, D2D, credit to them, they bring in a lot of new blood in. But then they also get caught in the same cycle of drama. They come in, they increase the pool by 20 to 22, and it's the same thing all over again.
The worst thing about D2D or MXB, as you known earlier, would have been the fact that they're kind of like the tier 2 Brazilian teams,
Yeah.
They're like the immortals, or as they were known earlier.
Luminosity before
I
that.
mean, no. I think before that, no, they're not Luminosity, but they were the team which SK used to just pick players from randomly
Yeah, they're the
whenever
feeder
they
team.
needed to, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But DD has this thing like where Hell finds a team, is like,
Yeah.
we have a team, and everyone just leaves
Yeah.
and joins everyone else.
Yeah.
So Hell kind of struggling keeping his men in line, but meanwhile, you can see Risky Gaming. They come all the way from Dubai.
But I feel that they might be turning that corner because after they win a challenger, after this map taking against Risky Gaming, I think he's building enough of a reputation to be like, hey, you're not going to push my players. You're going to want to play with me and my players. And I think he's earning that kind of reputation now. I think he might come out on top in the CSGO India Shuffle if he makes the right moves because he's one of the few IGLs who kind of understands the game. You look at the other teams. I would say there's Sai, there's Hell. That's it. But the problem is Hell, I think, is on the right track.
Amaterasu as well to a certain degree.
Amaterasu to a certain extent.
It's kind of funny though.
Yeah.
Amaterasu is the oldest a lot. I think it's 26 or
Yeah.
27 if I'm not mistaken.
But
And-
the problem is
Hell and Sai are kids. I mean, technically kids. They're like
kids.
18, 19 years of
Yeah,
age.
yeah,
Now the fact that such young players have a better understanding of the game as an in-game leader from a holistic perspective,
yeah.
it goes. I mean, the question has to be raised: what the hell are the other in-game leaders doing?
The other problem is, though, this is the problem, right? Hell goes mostly for young talent and blah, blah, blah. And he has to build that
He
hard-
refuses to play
Yeah.
with the
Well,
old school players.
I think now he might be changing his tune. But Sai, on the other hand, always goes with the old guard. So they both decent IGL, but they approach it with different ways. They both need to like basically figure out that the success is somewhere in between. You need a good mix of young talent, good mix of experience, but make sure you get the experience without the toxicity, which is impossible to do in this scene.
Which
Yeah.
is hard, because
Yeah.
with experience comes the ego,
Yeah.
which comes the, why are you talking to me? I've been playing this
I
game.
know this game for 10 years.
I played this game when
Yeah.
you were just, playing with playing with your little toys when you were
Exactly.
5-year-old.
Yeah.
Who are you to tell
Yeah.
me what to do in a game?
Yeah.
The second that happens, it just kind of kills whatever enthusiasm you had as an in-game leader as well.
Yeah.
And I know this has happened. This has
Yeah.
actually happened
It happens all the
in a
time.
number of teams. Not going to take any names, but it's happened in a number of teams as well.
Yeah.
And it's got to hurt. It's got to hurt the young blood.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's be honest. So before this, there was a small phase where the most dominant team was Entity Gold, right? Their downfall again was the ego of the old guard, the new guard. But that formula worked. Why? Because they had Excali Marshall, young blood, mixed with experienced old blood in Ace, DNM, and Ruby, right? That is the right model, But again, the old guard needs to drop their ego. They need to listen to the young guard. The new kids know a little bit about this game. They're more motivated. This thing about you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? That's only because the old dog's not willing to listen.
It's probably gone deaf.
Yeah,
as well.
Probably gone deaf.
And I kind of like, just to talk about what I just mentioned right now
Yeah.
about the motivation.
Yeah.
Young blood, the new kids on the block,
Yeah.
they are motivated. They have
Yeah.
years ahead of them,
Yeah.
and they want to make sure that, hey, you know what, we got time. Let's
Yeah.
go about it the right way.
Yeah.
Do you have a feeling that the older blood, so to speak, the old blood in the CS:GO India scene, so to speak,
Yeah.
that they've kind of reached a point where they're not willing to change?
Well, their
the things
general
they've
IQ
learned?
level is very low. The general IQ level of the old guard is very, very low.
But here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Before Prague gets me fired, it is going to be
Yeah.
Risky and D5 before we most probably get beaten up on the
Yeah.
streets as well.
Yeah.
That can happen too. So we're going live finally. Risky 4-3, D5 with the full eco. And they might be going for upgraded pistols, which is exactly what we're going to see. We're going to be seeing a few Peter 15, a 5-7. And Risky though, Osman on the max 10. He's going to be going for the eco frags, the eco hunt. Right call coming out from him. And up on Breaker. And the fast interplay greens holding the line here. They're going to come charging with his AK-47. And it's going to be Osman just mowing them down. And Osman picks up 3 kills with the Mac 10. That's $1,800 free.
Again, economy, right? Gives you the skills. Gives like, go, Osman, you got SMG. Go
Little
feed
things.
yourself. Go feed
Small
yourself.
little things. And Foxy finds one and immediately the flames and a headshot.
Yeah.
And yeah, Osman shredding them. Free $1,800 right there with the
Yeah.
SMG money. And I'm a little surprised D5 didn't go for the pistol armor buy as like we thought they would. Instead, they're going to be going with the AWP buy on Hunter once more. And now he needs to start hitting his shots.
Yeah.
I mean, enough is enough. I mean, if I was in game later for D5, I'd be like, enough is enough. You got to start hitting the shots. We've been going with his ecos to give you the big green gun. You got to start wielding it and making plays with it. So Breaker, he's going to be the other side. He's going to be with the AWP, and he's going to go for the boost here, looking for any aggression on top. And early Molotovs from D5. They're using Molotovs utility very early, still minute and 40 seconds on the clock. And Osman, his back's turned, and Wuz still holding that spot. This is cheeky work from him. Asa's going to find Breaker, and Wuz could actually catch a man off guard. Osman has made his way inside though, and Wuz has got to decide here. Oh, and Karibov walks out completely unaware that Wuz is behind of him, but Osman is pushing to the inner bomb site. And this is a chaotic round.
That is the overlurking from both teams. I don't know if Wuz knows. I think Wuz knows that Osman's pushed in, right? But you know, the map control is completely wacky here. Cities are on the T side, the T's are on the city side.
And Osman's finding Pexter. This is completely haywire. And A-Star walking out, it's going to spot Osman. It's fine, he got the kill. And Wuz though, but meanwhile, what is this? This is like absolutely insane. The teams are outlurking each other. And that was just, I don't know what happened there. Green's with the op. Meanwhile, it's all down to Foxy, the clutch god for brutality. But this is going to be very hard for him. Molotov on Tox as well. And Green's and Tox. Tox pushing in, getting some information. And Foxy, if he tosses a nade, it will give Risky an inkling of where he's coming from. And Foxy clearing out the corners, but he has no idea where Tox is aggressive. He's going to announce his presence there. Green's peeks out, gets the kill, no trouble for him whatsoever. 6-3 to Risky Gaming, and they are looking definitely on point. Although, like I said, that was a weird round.
Yeah, that was very wacky. But I like what D5 was doing there. I think it's almost like, hey, let's stop calling. Let's just all make our individual plays. That happens a lot with some of these Indian teams. They just start playing YOLO 5 Counter-Strike, you know, and it can work off. It can work out sometimes, you know, as long as they have the game sense to adjust after the advantage, which in this case D5 did not.
And D5, they're going to go for the kind of the force here. They just have 3 smokes, a couple of flashes, and a nade in the mix. And look at his spot being Risky. They're going for the fight. The Greens finds Hunter. He's just opening up the site single-handedly. He's not stopping anytime soon. Finally gets taken down by A-Star, but he's done the damage. Got 2 quick kills. And minute and 30 on the clock. Risky a man up. Karibov's immediately going to fall back towards Pop Dog. Breaker out towards T mid. And you can see 2 guys. They have control of Brown Halls.
Ooh, nasty shot.
Risky. And Breaker gets the kill, although A-Star almost gets the frag onto Breaker and Wuz. And Foxy, who almost gets his teammate there. But inner bomb side has been compromised. Risky are going to find inner bombs. It is flawless play coming from Risky. And they're just relying on individual plays here.
And they're constantly getting faked as well. Map control so good on the post plan.
Wuz finds Osman, but he's so very low. 3v2 though, and they're going to be going for the save here. Foxy and Wuz realizing there's not.
And Risky can hunt them down. Risky has so much money, they can easily hunt them down.
And Breaker, you can see, still holding the line here. He's got the op. As Foxy and Wuz trying to hold on to these 2 rifles, which means they can still go for another force. But Karibov,
I don't think they'll be able to hold on. Foxy needs to hit some nasty shots here. Karibov, if he just stays quiet the whole time, is going to get free kills here.
The barrel gets spotted out. Oh, but Karibov!
Didn't
Little
notice
surprise, didn't see the FAMAS barrel there. And Foxy will get the kill, and that is going to be the route for Risky. 7-3. I can see Greens here. I mean, he's just opening up.
His AK is very nasty.
Don't give an AK to that guy. But right now they have the money. The money's looking very solid as well. $9,000 in talks. An average about $5,500, $6,000 and 3 members. Their money's looking very solid. They did for D5. They're going to force up once more. The 2 rifle saves going to enable them to go for a decent save. But it's still looking very rough indeed for D5. 7-3 for Risky on their map pick. They are a map up as well. And 7 rounds on the T side is pretty rough indeed.
Breaker almost.
The timing just off by a second. Foxy's going to find Breaker. And Greens, he's not spotting the op. He's trying to find the op to save it, to ensure that the CDs don't get their hands on it. But D5 with an aggressive hold towards the outer bomb side this time around. They pushed in beyond Hell Train. They have a guy right outside Pop Dog as well.
Like I said, I told you about it. You asked me what would I do? I said Breaker's alone at mid. I'll make an aggressive mid, get that numbers advantage, and then play correct Counter-Strike. Seems like Foxy's the only one listening. So one thing I want to point out about Green, right? We talked about him coming as a replacement for Havoc. Seems like they found the right guy for the job. It's a very 1-to-1 replacement. Havoc was an entry fragger. He could pick up the op when needed. You know, very nasty opening kills, and Green seems to be doing exactly that.
Osman, he gets the first kill, but not expecting Woods to play right next to the bomb train, almost like his teammates. So, trades going either way, but D5 will come out on top. It's a 4v3, and Tox has made his way all the way towards Ivy. Clears out a corner, insta headshot into Hunter. He might get caught off guard though, but there's a man there. And it's going to be Green's great headshot to Fox. He's down to 2v3. And a man advantage to get it once more. Woods coming in. He's going to catch the man on front. No,
I need to get that kill.
Green's instantly turns around. It's all done to A-Star. Finds 2 quick kills. It's over. 1v1. He goes from long distance spray. And it's not a burn of life. Talks. 1G burns himself alive. And A-Star to the rescue. But that round shouldn't have gone down to that.
No, they had a massive advantage there. Came down to 1v1. So like I said, people will be like, oh, A-Star played that well. Yeah, A-Star did a good job, but D5 still played that round poorly. So don't give them props for winning that round.
A-Star dropping out of Pop Dog and going for the hero play, and Talks unfortunate there. He was burning in the flames, and he got caught out as well by A-Star. It's a triple kill for him. The 1v3 clutch, in fact.
I like this adjustment by Risky though. They're not sending now. Greens is working mid by himself, and he's working it a lot more passively.
Hunter with the op, finally opening things up, and A-Star finds Talks as well. So the frags going the way. Breaker does want A-Star alive, so the trade does come in, but man advantage once more with D5. But bear in mind, although they won that round, they are on risk of getting reset. The economy is at risk of getting hard reset. You can see 3 FAMASs. The 1 op on Hunter, and the utility is barely non-existent right now. The Molotov and a flashbang on Hunter, that's about it. They have a kid on Foxy as well. Sorry, on Foxy.
I like that Foxy is playing up front. He's going to get a lot of info. He's probably going to catch one of them off guard if Risky decides to hit A. And he's on the flank if they decide to hit B.
But this is a smart call from D5. It's going to be the interplay here. Hector finds one looking for more. Caribou's going to reply by Greens again. This guy just going for crazy entries, and Caribou is low, but he's gone for the great lurk here. They won't be expecting him. And Green taking the fight, finds Foxy as well. Hunter 1v2 with the op. Not the best of guns to go for the Green. He doesn't have the kid as well. He hasn't picked it off of his teammate, but he's got to find Green. 1v1 now. Caribou for 24 HP. He's got a Molotov as well. And Hunter, he has no idea.
Did he spot him?
Oh! Gets the kill on the Caribou. And although he has no kid, he will be able to go for the defuse. So 5 rounds for D5. But this is coming down to the wire. Again, a 1v1 in the end here. And Hunter... And Risky played it kind of wrong.
I think Greens was in the wrong spot there, yeah.
I think they were really hell-bent on... they were expecting him to come in from Pop Dog. But instead, Hunter manages to clutch it out, so they do stay... they don't get hard reset. But again, the economy is still pretty poor.
Yeah, they got umps now.
Again, a 1v1. So Risky can go for the force. They have so much money built up. And again, there you can see, we see the 2 AKs coming out. We see 2 UMPs and, again, the op on Green, on Breaker. For D5, couple of FAMASs, couple of M4s. Utility is poor as well again.
Nice read by D5 here though, they're stacking towards B. I think they might actually be able to get a few easy kills here.
Last man comes at Woods, playing towards the smoke here. Here's the op, and oh! Osman, he's got to find Woods, and A-Star's being Molotov off. He's going to get the kill on the Caribou though, but now he's trapped. They know exactly where he is, and across the train towards him, and he's going to get taken up. Breaker finds A-Star, Osman finds Spectre. Run through, you got Mr. Shots, he's going to find Osman, but now it's a 2v3. Bomb's going to get planted as well, and Foxy coming in from Z, they're going to be going for this retake, and if they lose this round, they're going to get reset, and that's going to make life miserable for
Double
D5.
eco.
Double eco. Fox waiting around the corner, finds Hunter, and Foxy all alone. He's going to get taken out by Greens, and that is going to be risky with the final buy. I mean, if they lost the round, they might have been forced to go for an eco. That's what D5 needed to win.
Yeah.
They lose it, and immediately you can see the money is broken, absolutely broken. $1,400 on 3 members. Sorry, 2 members, 1,502 guys, and 2,600 on A-Star. He's going to go for the Deagle buy, but risky. Well, 8-5 against D5's full eco. This is looking horrendous because they're well on the way to making a 10-5 half.
Yeah, I will. They will force. D5 will force in the last round, but they will not have much to force with.
Breaker with the op. He's going to get the kill. Spots out a guy over in E-box, and that's going to be A-Star. Meanwhile, getting found by A-Star. Being found by Green, but Fox giving a nice kill poke. Spectre finds Osman as well. They're doing a little bit of damage right now. But Bruce finding another kill as well. They're doing
What's going on here?
work. The 2 brothers, how are they out? How did they win that round? The USBs and Risky, what went wrong there?
Well, first of all, credit to D5 for hitting some nasty shots, but I have no idea what Risky was doing there.
Woods and Pexter, 2 brothers in arms, and brothers in real life as well. USBs, I mean 2 USBs.
No armor, right?
No armor.
Yeah.
That was a full eco. They bought a deal in A-Star which just got dumpstered immediately. And all of a sudden, they managed to pull off a round that really should happen. So Risky maybe being a little too overconfident there. And that's going to immediately force Risky to go for a kind of a very Hail Mary-ish buy here. Deagle P250, a couple of AKs, Hunter with the op is going to find greens. So Risky, 8-6, they do make sure that they have the round lead. They have the 8 rounds. But D5 in a very good spot here to make it to 8-7.
Yeah, I think that's a lifeline.
I've never seen that happen apart from matchmaking.
No.
I mean, at least very rarely.
I mean, I didn't expect it like this, but I told you the train would be closer, just because it's more of a random map and the firepower is there on D5, right? But I didn't expect it to happen like this. No, not by winning a USP, full eco against full guns.
That was just massive work. Hexer and was 4 kills with 2 USP against a full buy from Risky. That is just unheard of. It's going to be interplay coming out, and D5, they're going for the retake play by the looks of it. They got Woz. He's got A-Star as well. They're playing from the back. The Molot's going to come in. That's a pretty nice Molotov from Woz. And they have to commit. They can't go for the re-aggress because they don't have the utility to work with the Risky. And A-Star with the M4 is blinded though. He's going to immediately drop down from the train. Woz on the bomb train. He's spotted out. He's going for the train battle. Oh, he gets the kill on his run. But Talk speaks around the corner, gets the kill. And they will be going for the plan here. And Hunter with a beautiful shot to carry Bob. It's a 2v3. Brain is going to fall. It's all out of Talk. So he's got to find. Oh! Doesn't get a kill. And it's going to be the round going the way for D5. So 8-7.
Yeah.
From what looked like a 10-5 half. Just because Woz and Texas pulled off some huge rounds.
And the thing is, honestly, I think they're getting a read on it. If you look at Risky, not just Woz and Texas, if you look at Risky, when they don't get a pick on their default, they have a tendency to go towards B. If they get picked or they don't get information, they just have a tendency to go towards B with one guy lurking, trying to fake A. And I think D5 got a read on that. They're not giving them any picks, and then they were forcing them into B. And the B guys are doing a good job saving the utility for later on B hits. Yeah.
So Risky on their map pick. They are in the lead, but barely 8-7. The pistol round's going to decide how at least the earlier rounds of the second half is going to play out. So you can see Greens coming out of yard at D5. They're going for the same thing Risky did earlier. They're going for a fast interplay here with one guy waiting for them. That is Breaker with a USB. He hears them and it's going to be... Oh! The running shot from Hexer. Foxy and A-Star find 2 quick kills as well. They're looking for more Talk. Tapping on the USB. The one tap comes into Foxy. Looking for more. Down to 2v3. They do have a smoke and
they have an idea where one of the T's is.
And Talks does a bit of damage to Woz. Immediately will have to relocate himself because he's been spotted out. Woz going out wide. He's doing a lot of damage here, but he's going to get taken by Talks. And now Osman 7 HP. 2v2. Oh, look at the health on Talks and Osman. Hex is going to find Osman. The smoke's going to come in though. And he knows when the smoke came in as well. Talks. He's got a kit though. And he's going to be sticking in his
And Azar's playing this really well. He's going to get a knife kill if he wants to.
And he's going to get a kill. And that's going to be D5 tying things up. They win the pistol round. And a very fast play, some nice shots coming in as well, and Risky. They'll have to go for the
I don't think Risky's won a single pistol in this.
They won one on the. Did they? No, they didn't.
No, they did not. So Risky really needs to go back to the board and look at the pistol rounds.
They lost both the pistols on Dust 2. Although it was a very convincing win for them on Dust 2, they did lose both the pistols, so that is surprising. And on Train as well.
Exactly, yeah. If Risky had pistols, they would have the early momentum, so that was them. Assuming they do win this series going into tomorrow, they should really look into the pistol rounds.
Hunter with the scout finds breakup. Easy flick for him. And Osman is pushing towards Pop Dog. He's completely blinded, but he's not going to panic. He's still going to hold the line. Nate comes out though, and that's going to do absolutely no damage whatsoever. Osman playing it very aggressively towards Pop Dog. He's not made his way up yet, the ladder. He's just holding the line. And for D5, they have no map control, but they do have the man advantage. It's slowly making the way towards the inner bomb site, which is a little risky. Carabot spots him out. Smoke's going to come in. He's waiting with a P250 here, and he's going to get the kill. Looking for more. Find the second kill, and they're all completely held back in the smoke. And Carabot doing great role. Osman's going to fight Pexer. The flank is absolutely brilliant. He finds 2 quick kills. Hunter's going to fall, and Osman and Carabot with 2 huge plays. That was just brilliant stuff.
So first of all, they spot the guy there, right? They see the smoke come up, and they still overcommit. D5 still runs into the smoke. That's basically like, you have time, you have guns, you have utility. The cities don't have all that. Why are you forcing a strat there? They're seeing green, they're seeing greedy. They're like 3 kills, and that was their demise.
And D5 immediately back on the Eagle. They're going for a full Eagle here, but again, this is a story of how not to play an anti-Eco.
Yeah. As much as Risky needs to work on the pistol, D5 really needs to work on the
The
anti-Eco.
bomb runs out alone, the bomb is down, Caribou finds 2 quick kills, they are getting decimated here. Wood's gonna feel suicidal. Hunter does get a kill with a Glock, looking for more, but the AK is gonna come in and Greens is gonna mow him down, and Risky lose a guy. They should be happy with that. And you can see, again, the Stevo running in through the flames. It was pretty much a throwaway round for D5 though. They had virtually nothing invested in the round. It's a double Eagle coming out from them. And Risky, immediately we see the AWP coming out on Breaker. And they're going for the upgraded rifles. They're taking no chances whatsoever. They're expecting a force buy from D5.
Yeah.
Because it's a full buy round, but D5 playing the long game here. It's going to be upgraded pistols, couple of smokes and 3 flashbangs. That's about it. And they're going to be going for the outer play here.
This is the funny bit, right? This is the funny bit. So, what's going to happen is, after this game, you'll see the huddle of D5. You'll go talk to them. You're like, what went wrong, guys? You're like, "Arey, we got ecoed." You know. And the funny thing is that that's all they'll say. We got ecoed. They'll never ask why they got ecoed, how they got ecoed. It's the same story every line. Oh, we got ecoed one too many times. Oh, go and fix that.
That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Foxy with a run and gun, and Breaker turns around and kisses him goodnight. It's going to be a flawless round.
Yeah.
For Risky. So the double eco means they have something in mind here.
Yeah.
And you were talking about the fact that, hey, D5, they got a firepower to make something work from the T side. Can they hold off against Risky's CD side? They are looking very solid right now. They're winning this anti-eco round. Anti-eco is very clean. They have the rifles. They have the AWP on Breaker as well. They got the Molotovs as well. This is the most important thing. They got 5 Molotovs. And the AWP's on Hunter though.
So there's a fast B coming in. This might actually work. There's only one guy.
They're going to walk in. Brightest actually going to catch Caribou off front. Molotov's going to come in and Caribou goes for the full spray. He's going to get a kill on Foxy. Gets replied back by A-Star though. And Breaker misses the shot, but he does manage to make his way to safety. And Molotov's going to come in deep towards the bomb site. And the kill on Mondo. Ooh. Almost gets taken out. He's still going to commit here. This is so ballsy from Usman. And Green sneaking in, finds one. Goes a second.
Nobody's spotting that.
What close plans are this? Hunter walks up from the smoke as well. And they know where A-Star is. He's on top. But now it's a 2v2. Breaker's got his hands on the AWP. The nade comes and does a ton of damage though. And A-Star, what a shot! It's all that A-Star. Greens, but Greens will clutch it out. And
That's
A-Star,
nasty. Greens is AK, man. He doesn't miss a beat.
neither does A-Star though. Gotta give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
But Greens with the quad kill. That is just huge.
But this is the mistake here. Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching the left side. 2 free kills there without contestation.
That is just some sloppy post plan from D5. It did come down to 1v1, but again, I mean, that was a round they really had a chance in.
Yeah. And I think now that this basically the game is slowly going away from them. 12-8 to Risky Gaming. D5 going for another Hail Mary.
With the fast inner play here. And they're making their way in. Caribou's going to spot the man. He's going to go for the fight. Finds one. Looking for the gets the second kill as well. Breaker gets the kill. Breaker with the AWP though. Shutting it down. The flames going to be tossed to the bomb site. So that's going to make sure they're not able to get the bomb down quite yet. They have a guy coming in though. And Breaker's going to spot him out. And it's supposed to A-Star dancing with Breaker. Breaker's going to get the kill. It's all that effect. He's burning 11 and 4 HP. And it's going to be Greens who will decapitate him.
Did Green see a pixel of his head there and took him out? Like, I thought he was still on the ladder.
This guy is on aimbot. This guy's on an aimbot. I mean, he is just schooling D5 on how to aim.
Yeah. I'm really curious why D5 banned overpass and not train. I mean, I wonder how bad the overpass could be because on train all they seem to be doing is rush B, Stickerblatt. That's all they have.
Here's the thing. They actually had a decent CD side. 8-7 to Risky CD side is no joke. But
Again,
but it's a CD sided map. And Risky CD side is one of the best in Asia.
I know, but this looks like D5 has a Russian ideal. It's just rush B, rush B, rush B. That's all it is.
Sukapliat, rush B, don't stop. And Breaker finds Hunter. And you can't just, oh, Caribou though. He's got to get mowed down. And the nade doing a little bit of Foxy. Announces himself. I don't know why.
No need to do that.
But the bomb's going to be making its way here in the bomb. So they
Breaker's
do get the bomb
struggling to
down.
jump up.
They do get the bomb down. It's an eco run, bear that in mind. So they do manage to do some work here. But again, Risky, methodical, waiting for everyone to come in before they go for the retake. Breaker with the AWP as well. They do have the Molotov. They have 2 Molotovs as well. Greens is charging in. And Osman covering his teammate. Acer is going to come charge up the Eagle, and he's going to get taken down. Breaker finds Spectre. Comfortable retake in the end there. And it's going to be risky. Not only a single man in the retake, 14 to 8. D5 to get the bomb done, but right now they need more than that. They need to win rounds.
There's no inspiration on the T side of D5, in my opinion. They look completely lost. A pug team consisting could probably do more damage than D5 is putting up right now against Risky. 14-8 now. P90 on Carry Bob. I'm curious to see what Carry Bob does with the P90. And look at how...
well, if you're going to go for the inner rush beat non-stop, might as well use the Russian gun. Carry Bob, this actually can catch... Oh! A Pexer immediately decapitates him with the AK, and Greens as well. The timing is off Foxy. Again, risky play.
Through the smoke.
Was it through the smoke?
Yeah.
That is... I thought he walked out, but that is just huge that he went through the smoke. And all of a sudden, D5 on a round that they desperately need to win. And Osman's pushed in. Hunter's waiting around the corner. Oh, the barrel gets spotted out. And Osman, unable to get the kill. Hunter's got to find him. And it's all going to break red talks into 2v5. And this could be the round that D5 will be looking for.
But D5 needs to not just win this, they need to win this by just losing one tops 2 guys. If they let this go down to a 2v2 or a 1v1, it's going to be awful. Looks like it's going to be pretty clean though. They know where Tox is.
And on to Hunter kills Breaker though, he's not done yet. Finds 3 kills.
Shit.
This guy's going absolutely huge now. He's got to smoke as well. If he pulls this off, this is going to... Oh no! He dinks him as well. And Breaker, you need to slow down there because you're giving everyone a heart attack. Just going massive. They're showing what he can do with the big green gun.
Exactly what they didn't want to happen, losing 3 guys.
That was...
Yeah, but that was some nasty play by Breaker. I can't fault D5 too much.
If he got that kill for being the last one,
yeah,
it was anyone's round.
Yeah. 14-9 now to Risky. D5 slowly crawling back in. At the end of the day, I think they basically waited for the pushes. They realized that Risky was going into no respect Counter-Strike territory and pushing into them. Oh, Hunter. They know exactly where Hunter is. He's pushed in, he's isolated, he's going to get picked off. Far Pex is going to find Osman, and then all of a sudden it's D5. The Surge Hunter gets the kill a fraction of a second before it gets burnt alive. Now it's a 4v3, and man advantage once more with D5. They're using the smokes pretty well as well, but Tox, meanwhile, is pushing all the way over to Ivy. He's got a very good angle here, but they've crossed on over. The smokes don't come in blocking his vision, though, and the bomb is going to get planted. Again, retake time for Risky. And the nade is so absolutely perfect. It's going to do a lot of damage. I think Risky should just, if they don't get a kill within the next 5 seconds, they'll go for a save. I think D5 is doing too good a job with the utility to stop the post plant. Carry gets the kill. Tox gets one more.
It's a 2v2 right now, and he's got to support as well. Pexer staying alive there. Getting, almost gets the kill as well. Tox, 5 HP, and he's trying to get the kill, but Pexer and Woods, the 2 brothers in arms again, somehow bringing it back. But I'm a little surprised Risky actually went for that. But it did come down to the wire again.
Yeah. I think Risky should have saved it. I think now the economy is going to be poor. They might, if they force this, they're basically letting D5 come back into the game. They should go for a full eco, maybe drop some 5-7s for. Okay. There's Breaker buying a scout. I think that's about it. That's about the only.
He does have extra money, so just trying to equalize the money out.
Yeah, that's equalizing the money. Double scout.
Every time I see a double scout on CT on trade, it just reminds me of the legendary round MTW.
Oh yeah.
On trade WCG 2008. Goddamn rolls.
Yeah. Ooh. The D5 is playing slightly dignitasy. You know, they have 1 or 2 guys playing at a higher pace, the other guys playing slow.
And Greens with a scout, not like this.
Osman with the Deagle.
Hunter's going to reply, but it's going to find Breaker. And Osman with a 1 dig on Hunter. Acer does reply with the losing members. Acer finally 2 kills back to back. And all down to Carry Bob and Tox. They do have a 5-7, and Carry Bob is walking up real quickly here. And he could catch the man off guard. Yes, he will, but Pexer, he needs backup real quickly, and he's going to be helped out by A-Star, who picks up a triple kill that round, and that is going to be round number 11. So D5, they are clawing back into this game.
This is a big round. I think although Risky have a very close to a round loss bonus here, if they lose this, they'll be absolutely broke. This is a big gun round. They need to win this to get on match point. But if D5 wins this, they're back in this game. They can take it to overtime.
You would love that, would you?
I would be surprised. Very surprised. But I think they'll still lose in overtime. The Indian team is Indian team. 14-11 to...
Don't be so anti-nationalistic, bro. You might get asked to leave the country as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, A-Star coming from Ivy. And Fox. He's kind of like a designated top dog player from what it seems. Oh, the nade does no damage whatsoever though. And A-Star walking out. And very risky indeed. He needs to get this kill though. And Tox sitting around the corner, but he's taken down. Tox winning the duel. And Fox is kind of low as well. And Green's immediately aggressing towards mid as well. And he's got himself a great angle. There's
a difference between Risky and Hunter and Green there. Green just stays there. Hunter would have tried to go into T-spawn and probably gotten picked.
Carry Bob, all alone in a bomb site. But then Molotov's going to slow down his play from D5. They still have a minute on the clock, but looks like they're going to be going for this. By the looks of it, was making a lot of noise as well on top of Pop Dog.
It's very telegraphic. The longer the wait, it's going to become more and more obvious it's B. They should have already executed by 50 seconds. Now they wait 40, 30 seconds. I feel like the series will start stacking towards B.
Smoke's going to come in just a little too late, and Molotov's going to ensure that they're not able to push out. They still have 2 smokes though. And we do see a guy, oh, Breaker, instant brain surgery. Hunter's going to have his face punched in. Wood comes down, but there's going to be a double peak. When they have no map control, the series have all the time in the world and all the real estate to work with. That crossfire setup, and Green, AK Emperor, doesn't matter. This guy is just taking heads, asking a question. Check is going to come out, but Usman is going to burn him alive from beyond the grave. 15-11, match point for Risky Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. And they're 1 round away from moving into the lower bracket finals.
They waited too long. Diva waited too long. And they were basically like sitting ducks now. They go Pop Dog, there's 2 guys on you. They go Inna, there's 3 guys there. So it was too obvious for Risky. And Risky did the right thing. They made the right info plays. At Ivy, they got the opening kill. They got pushed into mid. They got the information to basically funnel them in. And then sitting ducks time.
Final round, potential final round of the game here.
Yeah.
Risky on map point and match point. They have the info. They got a couple of Famasas as well. Do bear in mind, the last couple of guys previously. The money's not that great right now. D5 with a buy that they need to convert. They absolutely need to convert this. They got 5 AKs. Kind of spots utility. They've already used the smokes. They have a Molotov. They have a Molotov and Pexa. They're already using all the smokes here. And they're not committing. That means when they really go for their actual commit, they're not going to have much to work with. Carabo's going to find Woods in the meantime. And a man advantage for Risky here. Flashback comes out. Actually, the nade, and A-Star played it perfectly. Everyone's going to get taken down. The double beat comes out. Foxy Fex is going to find Carabo.
Oh, this is going to lead to a reset.
But Breaker is still waiting though. 3v3. And Breaker didn't even cross on over. Breaker with the off. Oh! And Hunter with a great kill. But Green's reply back real quickly. Now it's a 2v2. Nade's going to come sailing in. Green's doing a bit of damage on the A-Star. A-Star holding the line on. He's going to get the kill! And it's going to be D5 staying alive, winning around. They absolutely needed to win. And Risky, the reset comes in. D5, they have a chance here. They have a tiny, minuscule window of opportunity to take it to overtime.
Yeah, for sure. And I think A-Star, really good play on top of Pop Dog there. But more than anything, Carry Bob, I think he got a bit fidgety at Inner. He could have really sprung the trap and just gotten at least 1, if not 2 kills there.
It's kind of surprising that D5 are putting up a fight
Yeah.
on Risky's best map.
Yeah.
When they got completely stomped on their map.
On their map pick, yeah.
I mean, completely stomped. Yeah. Dust 2 was basically a no-show from D5, and as we see, it's a full eco from Risky. They're going for the heavy outer stack with 4 guys towards Hell Train, the outer train. There's no one towards E-Box, and just a 1 guy playing from behind the spindles in the inner bomb site. That is, of course, Carry Bob. And he's got a USP. It's just USPs all around. Just the 1 P250 invested in by Breaker. And I actually imagine Risky might go for a double eco.
Yeah, honestly, like the other problem here, right? They just send 1 guy into Inner to scout it out, not fully commit to it.
Oh, Carry Bob gets 1 killed up. Breaker with a P250. He's got to get
it's a pretty
triple
clean
kill.
round for them.
And that is going to be, well, the round for D5, just losing a man. That's going to be useful for them. But right now, they are on the precipice. They are on the edge of the cliff. They're clinging on. They need to cling on for 2 more rounds now. They need 2 rounds back-to-back to take it to overtime. For Risky, might be seeing a double eco here. Or no, maybe not. They do have 3 guys and $5,000, 4,600 on Usman, and they have Talks and 3,400. But if they lose it, they're going to go for the buy.
Honestly, like watching, I've not watched Risky's other games on Train, but watching Risky play Train right now, it seems very shaky. I'm not saying D5 is not playing spectacular Counter-Strike. Like Risky just has a little bit of individual holes in this series setup.
And series setup is something which you drill into your team on train especially.
Yeah.
And the fact that they have Usman playing in recently instead of Havoc.
Yeah, I think
and
that's
the fact
the
that Greens is stepping in for the team.
Yeah.
Instead of Kit Kat.
Yeah.
I think that's also could be a problem. That is a caveat.
I think you're spot on. I think you're absolutely spot on.
Because CD-side train is not easy. It is a CD-sided map, but you got to be a good CD-sided team to take advantage of that.
He's with the opening kill on Breaker.
That is just absolutely nasty, and all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, D5, they're coming alive here in the fag end of the second map here, and they just might be able to take it to overtime. It's a 3v5, the save being called, that's a smart call from Risky because they know it's just going to be third round loss bonus kicking in. They're going to be having just $2,400 as a lost bonus kicking in here, and that means D5, they have a very good advantage.
And Risky needs to save these guns. Absolutely need to save these guns, no matter what happens. Oh, Tox is going to get picked off.
And the difference between saving 2 rifles and 3 rifles is massive. This is bad here. Carrybob, if he gets taken down, the money is going to be abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. But Carrybob, he just might be able to hold on to his gun here. The nade, though, the nade from Hunter is going to toss it. Is he going to toss it? No. The nade could have actually ended it there, but it is going to be... Well, a tactical pause getting called by Risky, and their money, ladies and gentlemen, final round, potential final round of the game here. But Greens has 35 kills, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That is just disgusting.
That's a hard carry.
So the M4 on Carrybob, he can't drop a FAMAS. He can't even drop an M4 for the rest of his team. Or rather, he could just go for the utility buy. But it is going to be a very, very shabby buy coming in for Risky.
Yeah. It'll be like the story of the game, right? If D5 actually loses 16-14
it's gonna
on an eco, it's the whole story, right? They've been all pistols. They get an anti-eco every single time.
If D5 lose this round,
yeah,
and if the camera pans to them,
yeah,
you're gonna literally see a team breaking up live.
Oh yeah,
on cam.
Yeah,
you're gonna
most
get tilted
likely
completely.
Yeah, it's like Wayne's popping up from the neck, red-faced.
Pexer, Woods, Foxy, A-Star,
yeah,
and of course Hunter. Gotta give props. Gotta give props where it's due. I think we almost died there.
Yeah.
So, all right then.
Okay.
Hazardous working environment.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's just talk about D5 for a bit.
Yeah.
Credit where it's due. While Risky, yes, they're playing with a stand-in and whatnot, but when you take it a 16 or 15-14 on train on Risky, credit where it's due, especially A-Star, who's hitting some of the sweetest shots I've ever seen.
He's being a crazy entry fragger. In terms of pure firepower, I think he's only second to Greens on the server right now. He's on 26 kills.
A-Star on 26, Greens on 35. That is just absolutely disgusting. So, it is going to be the unpots coming in. Carrybob.
I wonder what they're going to go for. Oh, they have dropped the M4 to Greens.
That is smart. They've dropped the M4 to Greens, and why not? The guy on 35 kills. The guy is just unstoppable right now. Carabow's going to be wielding the UMP. Tox hasn't bought up yet. He could go for the UMP, but I'm assuming that Tox will go for the 5.7 and utility because they have no Molotovs whatsoever.
If I was D5 right now, I played a default that's very heavy towards B, that's very heavy towards pop and mid. I would switch it up. I would send 3 guys Ivy, keep 1 guy at mid and keep 1 guy at halls. Just play heavy Ivy. I think it'll catch Risky off guard, but I don't know if they'll be thinking that. Ivy is very hard to hold when the series don't have utility. Absolutely difficult to hold.
But I think that 1 Molotov will be essential because D5 is getting a lot of success in the inner bomb side.
Yeah.
So whenever it's going to be played, keeping the Molotov alive could at least delay the plan or to prevent them from pushing it from upper or lower.
Yeah.
I think that'll be essential. Unfortunately, though, D5 has so many smokes to work with that it could be a problem.
Seems like it's a long tactical pause.
Yeah, they're taking a sweet time here, Risky. They want to close it out. They don't want to take it to overtime because overtime, it's basically everything getting reset and everything starting from scratch again. It's anyone's game. So anything could happen. So D5, can they pull off, well, what could be one of the best comebacks we've seen so far? So, ready to go. Unpause getting called by Risky. It is going to be the final round of regulation time. D5 on the brink of getting knocked out. They need to win this 1 round to take it to overtime. and then win overtime to take it to map number 3. For Risky, they need the 1 round, but this buy is very sparse indeed. They had, like I said, talks with the P250, the Molotov. They needed 1 Molotov, and they had the Molotov and Osman as well. So 2 Mollies, a handful of flashbangs, the M4, the Scouted Breaker, 2 UMPs against 4 AKs and the AWP on Hunter. And an AK on Acer who's hitting every single shot right now.
Harry Bob. Whoa. I thought it was going to fall down there for a second. I forgot there's an extra ledge there. This is tense. This is very tense.
I'll be honest, this is tense.
Nobody wants to be the person who makes the first mistake.
But the first game, let's be honest, was a blowout.
Everybody's playing so passive. Nobody's taking any risks here.
No aggression. Risky, even Risky, ironically, not taking any risks at the moment. They're playing it very, very
They're
safe.
literally like they're going to wait for thieves to come right in their face.
But the thing is, D5 have so much utility to work with that they can force
Risky's not using any of the utility right now.
This is a holding. They're waiting to spot someone out. But the Molotov's been used early on. No, that's a team Molotov to push out any CD playing up close. Carry Bob holding the line. It's going to be the end of play by the looks of it.
Oh, Carry Bob needs to go ham here.
He's alone. He's all alone. Oh no, they're falling back.
They're actually walking.
They're walking. They are playing this very seriously. Asa's trying to sell his fake. It's potentially a double fake, and they're trying to commit to this fake. And this could actually work out. The 3 guys waiting now.
3 guys rotated, yeah.
Hexer is selling this fake perfect. He's going to push in here. And he's going to get the kill. Looking for more, but Green's going to take him down. But look at what the C4 is making his way. He's coming out. There's still a guy waiting for them, and there's a guy over at Health Rate as well. Wood's going to find Osman. That is absolutely massive now. It's a 4v3, but Green's comes to the rescue, finds Wood. The PvP A-Star finds Talk. 3v3 now. 3v2 in fact. The Green's gets taken down. Hunter finds the kill. It's all about to carry out to save his team here. Goes for the spray, finds one, reloads. Hunter in 6 HP. Gets the shot through the toll booth, and now Karimov alone in a 1v2. He's got no kit. He's got to get his 2 kills very quickly.
Ooh, I thought he was just trying to spot his feet there.
And A-Star playing it smartly. He's not showing himself. Hunter, though, he's very low as well. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be overtime. D5.
15-15.
I am genuinely freaking surprised.
Yeah.
I am very surprised right now.
Honestly, I feel like that they played a really smart round. I think the tactical pause was used better by D5 than by Risky. Because after the tactical pause, all Risky did was sit in corners.
That was simple, but very effective double fake.
Yeah, all Risky did was sit passively, you know, after the tactical pause. As D5 actually were able to talk it out and craft a very good double fake. In my opinion, though, it's still an uphill climb. Still an uphill climb for D5 because I think Risky will just absorb the play style of D5 and they'll adapt quicker in the overtime.
So we do see a tactical pause getting called by D5, but credit where it's due. D5, shocking I think everyone. This is the first overtime game we're seeing in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
And they have just taken a massive comeback. They won almost 8 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
Just losing one in between when Risky got to map point. A match for tournament point rather, but right now it is overtime. It's anyone's game, and we do definitely have a game in our hands here. D5 and A-Star, Pexer, just everyone's going ham right now. Foxy kind of quiet in this entire game. Woods as well.
Foxy is the ideal, so I think that explains why his impact is not that felt on the fragging department at least.
But Pexer and A-Star especially, A-Star completely unleashed.
Yeah,
he's just hitting his shots and taking the fight to Risky.
I mean, look, I still feel that the Risky you talk about, that super dominant on train, this is not that team. Yep. That team has Havoc. That team is a completely different lineup.
The team that took down MVP Carnal, who took Signature to 16-14 and whatnot. I mean,
this is a mixed team, a newly formed team that's struggling on the city side of train. So honestly, D5 still has a chance of actually upsetting, being one of the teams that upsets Risky and taking a map off them.
And let's talk about train a little bit. If you go historically, even on in 1.6, even in CS:GO, the best CD2 teams,
Navi,
CD-sided teams, or teams with good CD sides, having the ones which have a very well-drilled, proper, structured setups. I'm talking about MTW, I'm talking about Navi, talking about Virtus Pro now in train as well. I mean, SK, for example. These are the teams who have the most well-drilled teams. Like you don't really see Envious, for example, or a team like G2, or I'm talking about pre-existence or post-existence era. They don't have the sort of play style which you need to have on a CD side to make CD side train your own. And I think that's a flaw with Risky. Like I said earlier, the fact that they've lost Havoc,
Yeah.
the fact that KitKat's not playing, that means 40% of that trade lineup
Communication and the
is gone.
chemistry,
The communication, the chemistry, the intuitive.
It's not even intuitive. If you look at A bomb side on across map, look, let's take Dust 2 for example, right? All these maps, you have the choice of isolating one side, right? You can play double shot, you can play double long. Isolate that side, kill that split. That's good Counter-Strike, right? In Train, you don't have the luxury. Train, you have 3 things to isolate. So the best teams on city side Train are able to figure out which is the main point. Is it Ivy? Is it mid? Is it pop? That the majority of the T's are coming from, and they isolate that, shut that down, then kill the lurkers. Now you need really good comms and chemistry to pull that off, which Risky is lacking right now.
Well, lacking or not, at least on paper, they are still the favorites here in this tournament. They are still the favorites to win this. But right now, they have hit a slight little hiccup, a small little roadblock here. Firstly, they kind of got derailed for a few, for some time when D2 took them down. Now D5 of all the teams,
Yeah.
are pretty much a pop team. Let's be honest.
4 core members, they're still joining in. But they have changed lineup a lot. Hunter's also a recent addition.
Yeah.
They had SMX and Adi before, and those 2 guys have left or been cut. I'm not quite sure what the situation
SMS
is.
left very recently as well for
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah. No, actually, SMX left for. I mean, Adi left and they got Hunter. And then,
Oh yeah, then SMS left
And they
for
got
A-Star
A-Star.
to come back in.
Yeah.
So D5, they're impressing right now. One line. So Downfall's getting called as the game will be resuming here. The scores are tied as D5 have mounted a pretty impressive comeback. It's MR6 rule set, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 19 or to win 4 rounds will win the game. And D5, they're building the momentum though, so that could actually work on the favor in D side here.
Let's see if D5 continues playing at the same pace. The pace is somewhere around 1 minute. They get the opening pick, and they execute around 40 seconds. So let's say they stick to the same pace, or they speed up or slow down a little bit.
A-Star and Hunter just trying to go for the boost, but somehow failing there.
Just watching for aggression. Thing is, Risky, I think, have been a bit mind gamed here. I like the switch up here from Greens. But other than that, they're not really showing anything inspired. If you look at the setup on the... Okay, this is a new setup from Risky on the A side. Okay, they're playing in a line towards Ivy and Hell.
Nice flashbang there. Greens is going to peek out. Oh! Misses the flick, and he's down to 22 HP. Caribou, meanwhile, though, he's getting a lot of information floating around towards team mid. So that means rotation's going to come in for Risky. Now, 3 guys in a bomb site. You can see the execute coming out from them, but they're still not committing it. They still have the Molotovs. They're still taking a sweet time. And I really like this from D5, but Caribou in team mid, this could just completely derail them because they're coming in from Pop Dog.
Yeah. I think Risky, if
No,
have to figure this out.
No, they still have time. They're still going to come out here.
40-second execute. Like I said, it's always around this clock. They had their first engagement around 1 minute, and then they go for an execute around 40 seconds.
And it's going to be the interplay by the looks of it. Hunter just trying to spot any flank coming in. Caribou playing very passively behind in the meantime. It's going to be interplay coming out of Breakers waiting right behind the bomb train. He's got to go for the fight here. He's going to spot the first guy. Oh, misses the shot. Hunter's going to get the kill though, and Breaker! He finally managed to get the kill. Green's going to reply really quickly because he's going to get Hunter. But it was with a kill onto Breaker, leading in a 3v3. Green's with the op, 22 HP. The double op setup for Risky makes the life miserable. Green's going to get the kill on the Wolves nonetheless. And Osman with the op here. Don't see with the op, but A-Star finds Caribou. 1v2 now as Osman's going to find A-Star. And it's going to be Greens and Osman. The 2 ops on the retake working wonderfully. And Greens with a massive triple
And he was
kill.
red the whole time. He was red though.
He was at 22 HP and got 3 kills on a retake. That should not usually happen.
Where's D5 smokes? Where are the smokes?
It was done. It was used.
I know. Well, used for what purpose? That's what I'm asking. They threw smokes at A or at B, wherever, to draw nades out, right? Didn't make any plays off it. Absolutely 0 plays. They could have lurked somebody into Hell. They could have made presence towards Ivy. 0 map control, 0 plays, just wasted grenades. And then a very telegraphic execute into B.
And ladies and gentlemen, Greens has got 40 kills in 31 rounds.
Yeah.
The guy's a beast. He's just standing.
He can op, he can rifle, he
He's
can...
just standing. The stand-in is just top fragging in the server.
He's not standing, he's officially joined Risky from what I heard. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a KitKat. That's interesting. Hunter with a great shot on the break. Breaker reply by Hunter. He's opening it up here. Goes to the spray, looking for more. Gets the triple kill. And Hunter is going absolutely massive, leaving it all on to Carry Bob in a 1v4, and D5 immediately turning things around. Hunter not able to get the quad kill, but he finds a kill onto, so he gets taken out by Carry Bob, I'm sorry, but Carry Bob though, 39 HP. And that's not much of a chance for him here, so D5 tying things up with Hunter going for a massive hero play there.
And I think Carry Bob is just like gonna. I think the money's gonna be still decent on this.
Yeah, I mean,
for the third time.
they split the rounds, 1-all.
It won't be best because it came down to 2vx in the last round.
But they lose the 2 ops.
That's gonna be massive. I think they'll only be able to get one.
Oh no, oh no. Oh, he doesn't have the
kit.
kit. Oh, he doesn't have the kit. That was so cheeky from Carry Bob, man. And he's gonna get taken down as well.
Could he have pulled it off if he had a kit?
I think he could have pulled it off.
Yeah.
If he had the kit, he could have pulled it off. That was just sneaky. Very sneaky from Carry Bob. So, here we go. Risky. They will be able to go for the buy. Carry Bob, however, will have to make do with the UMP. So, slightly sparse buy. They're going to be investing a lot in utility, which is important.
Yeah.
On the CD side here.
I like the change of pace by D5 though. They have been playing default and that rush completely caught Risky off guard. So whoever's calling for D5 is now finally got in his groove on the T side, and he needs to do the same thing on the CD side if D5 is going to upset Risky and take this map off them.
Now aggression. The double push from Risky into Pop Dog. Ooh, that nade's gonna hurt though. Green's taking a little bit of damage.
I like this play by Greens though. Honestly.
It's a double play. It's both Greens
Yeah.
and Osman. Osman waiting around inside Pop Dog. Greens inside of Pop Dog. Hunter though, he doesn't care. He's gonna find Breaker out over in mid. Talks solo towards Ivy, where there's no one though for D5. And if D5 make it 17 and 16, this can be the game for D5 if they make it 17 and 16. Carry Bob gets spotted out. He's gonna fall back. Hunter's gonna find another. Hunter's spreading it right over, but he's gonna get taken down as well. It's all on the Carry Bob. 1v5. And what has happened? Pexter finds Carry Bob. 17 and 16 for D5. They need 2 more rounds.
Hunter going ham there. 3 op kills.
And Hunter, he's on 22 frags. Sorry, he's on 29 in fact. Sorry, he's on 20 frags. Find a late resurgence from him. But this is crazy. This is crazy stuff. Hunter's on 29. I'm sorry, Hunter is on 29 frags, 30 on A-Star. So the 2 of them keeping D5 not just in the game, but now they're in the lead.
And Tox is on 11 frags. This is the whole time.
You don't see that often.
No, he's on 11 frags. He's having an awful game right now.
And it's basically Greens who's been doing the chunk of the hard carrying for Risky. This is not a Risky we're used to seeing on train.
No. It's a completely different lineup actually. And I think like D5's aggression is working. Oh, he's gonna get 2 kills. Oh, what a play from Wolves there. And he stays alive as well. That is absolutely massive. And he's on 19 HP, spotted the C4 out as well. Triple aggression coming out, right? Yeah,
that is
there's
just
3 guys pushing up, I believe.
And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But Carry Bob, he's got to find a headshot. Now it's a 2v3 as A-Star and Hunter is still alive.
Hunter needs to go ham here. Hunter needs to go ham here.
This is the first shot. They're going for the outer play here. And they're walking on dry. Hunter, nasty flick shot. Osman is going to smoke himself off as well. The bomb is going to come in, however. But they will be able to get the bomb down, hopefully, for Risky. And I love what D5 are doing. Rotating together, coming in from CD spawn.
Oh, this is epic. A-Star still alive.
And A-Star with a great kill. It's all on the Carry Bob here. He's got to find A-Star instant headshot. Because you know where Hunter's coming in from. He's made his way towards Hell Train. But Hunter, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He thinks Ivy. And Carry Bob might just actually catch him off guard. He spots him out. And they're just playing the time here. Hunter, he's got a kit as well.
What's Hunter doing though? I'm
Not
so
sure.
confused. Is he trying to find a smoke or something?
He just has to stick this though. And Carry Bob peeks around, touches it out. The 1v2. And it's going to be the score tied once more. But again, coming down to the wire, I really like what D5 did there. The aggression from them. But here's the problem. It's CD side train. You lose 2 rounds in a row, your money is going to be wrecked on the final round.
Yeah, especially if you're going heavy op setups.
They need to close this out now,
Yeah.
or else Risky just might win it.
Yeah, they need this round badly. Is there an op on Hunter still? Yeah, op, but Hunter's on broke. Hunter's broke. Fox is broke. Pex is on $50. This is it.
This is it. This is it. This is do or die for D5. They lose this round, they will have no money for the final round of overtime, and Risky is not going to have any trouble closing it out. So D5, if it was ever a time for you to go ham right now, this is the round they need to win. And even if they win this round, it's not done yet. A-Star rattling off his entire clip.
The utility is very low. on D5. They need to get the opening kill soon before they run out of their Molotovs and smokes, because after that point, it's going to be tough.
They have 4 flashbangs.
I think D5 should have made a play based on... When you have such a low utility round on a map like Train, you can't just expect to hold off against a decent execute. Granted, Risky doesn't have the best executes right now because they're practically a mixed team, but it's going to be very, very risky here for D5 to waste this long. Carrybob gets the opening play. Hunter gets the trade. Foxy though on an insane spot. He can go ham here. He can get multi-kills. This is the peek out.
He gets the bomb down. They're looking towards him though, getting 5 for more. Oh, they're going to cross over. They're going to go for the safe plant here. Those flames are going to get extinguished. They have the man advantage to D5. And it's going to be Fox coming out, finds Hunter. Now the 3v3. Fox is out. Bullet puts Hunter to reply back real quickly, finding was mobbed. But Greens is still alive there. Looking for more. Gets another kill. Pexer, he needs to push it out. But he's going to get taken down. It is 18 to 17. And it's going to be match point for Risky. And D5's money. It is broken. It is absolutely decimated and Risky.
Greens again. Greens going absolutely ham mode there.
This guy is a godsend for Risky Gaming. He's at 43 kills, and despite A-Star and Hunter's heroics, A-Star's on 31 kills, Hunter on 31, 62 kills within 2 of them, and yes, D5 just might have to fold here. They have nothing to work with. The Nova on Foxy, the
don't count the Nova out. Don't count the Nova out, especially at Pop Dog. It's a deadly, deadly gun. Only second to copy.
Alright, I know Risky been playing slightly sloppy, but I don't think they're going to mess this one up though.
Oh, Risky.
Risky, overall. I don't think they can mess this one up. They have everything in the world to play with.
Full utility.
And they know it. 4 AKs, 5 Molotovs, 5 smokes, 5, 6, 7, 8 flashbangs, 3 nades, 4 AKs and an off.
0 map control though.
0 map control though.
Risky's playing too passive. 0 map control.
The double nades on the Foxy. That's going to hurt. And I like what D5 are doing. They've aggressed in the map. They're pushed in deep. But they need to get the kills. And Woods finds one.
And this is a good play by Woods. It's getting out of there, getting the numbers advantage.
Fox is still holding the line. The Nova, one shot to the face. You're dead. You're dead to right.
Did Carrybob have utility there before he picked?
Yep.
Yeah, so then Carrybob messed up. He could have cleared that out with the Molotov.
But A-Star gets spotted out.
Foxy's still in a very advantageous position. I don't think they know he's here.
And the Nova has a pretty good medium range as well, so he can be very dangerous.
He could have taken out the Danger Man if Fox peeked there.
Maybe the little pass. It's over. Hunter finds Greens. Oh, Baxter finds 2. He goes for the triple. That is just absolutely insane. And D5 again and again and again and again and again. They take it to overtime number 2. I'm not believing this, bro. I am not believing this.
I told you, they had no map control. They had everything else but 0 map control. And the utility, they didn't use it to clear out the corners. Carrybob could have Molotov, they cleared out the corner. He did not. He gave them the kill.
Triple kill with a 5-7. And Risky, they had everything to work with.
Yeah.
And in the end, they shit the bed. They just shit the bed. They didn't use the utility.
No.
They took it very slow.
Very slow. 0 map
We
control.
thought they would use some utility, push someone out, get some information. You know, you have a guy with the AK, 1 AK, maybe give him an SMG, push him out, find out what's happening. Instead, they literally walk in straight to find one guy, Pexer, and they picks up a triple kill.
I mean, the opening kill by Woods.
By Woods as well.
Yeah.
And Risky, I mean, they're making this very hard for themselves. So overtime number 2, ladies and gentlemen, small little technical pause as this game is not done quite yet. D5 are very much in the game. It's overtime number 2. Now they start on the CD side. If they win this map, they will take it.
I think now luck is on D5's side. Like, they've gotten so many wins out of nothing that they'll feel that confidence, that surge that no matter what happens, we have a chance and we're going to dominate, and all that is going through their head right now. And I think now the tides are turning. I think D5 is primed now to upset Risky. Risky did everything right on their T half there. They won the 2 rounds they needed to. They played brilliantly. D5 aggressed on the first gun round as well. Risky was able to come back from that. What's left in the tank for Risky on the T side? I don't know if there's much left.
And D5, I mean, it's kind of strange to watch this team. When we saw them in Dust 2, and now we see them in they're nearing the ending stages of potentially the final map.
Yeah.
They're just gone from being absolute shit, I'm sorry,
they were,
to right now really going toe-to-toe, hero plays, some great calls.
It's all individual. Mostly it's all individual. It's like Pexer going ham there, A-Star going ham.
But the T side, in regulation time. The last 7-8 rounds
Yeah.
were pretty well played.
But it was again down to ESL being a beast at getting the entry picks and good adjustments. But except for the tactical pause double fake, I'm going to give full credit to Foxy or ESL, whoever called that, and took this game to overtime practically. That was a brilliant strategy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, map number 2, risky 1-up, D5.
We're going to see a 50 bomb here by Greens, I think, before this game is over.
But to what avail? The rest of his team is struggling to keep up with him.
Yeah.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Overtime number 2 going live. You have D5 very much in the game, keeping the hopes alive. Risky now on the T side. They do have all the utility to work with.
Oh, Greens is already.
He's pushed in pretty deep here. And he's going to avoid the Molotov on all those nades. He could actually catch someone off guard. Spots out Foxy, I'm sorry, gets taken down. Greens again. He's just all over the place. Finds another one. How is he allowed to do this? Picks up 2 quick kills. Fox finds Hunter. And that's a save getting called here. If you have to go for the save. Pexer finds a kill. 2v4.
Yeah, they have to. There's no point trying to go for a 2v4 retake here. And then again, they're doing the impossible every round. If they pull this off, I mean, at that point, I can't doubt them anymore.
It's very unlikely though. They have, Usman finds Wood. And Pexer, Usman gets the kill, but it gets burnt alive from beyond the grave by Woods' Molotov. And Greens, I mean, the guy just literally holding W and left click and just decimating the outer hole single-handedly. He's at 46 kills. The guy is a beast. The guy is an absolute beast.
And they need to do that. They need to play that confident on every round. On the last round, on the first overtime, that was not risky gaming. That was some team that was scared out of their minds.
And D5 again in danger. They need to win this round, or else they're in danger of getting 3-0'd by Risky in the first half of overtime number 2 as well. They've invested a lot here. They have no money to work with here. If I take a look at it, yep. 2 guys in 0, the rest of them in 2 guys in 4
making too much down there. He throws a nade and runs away. Hunter's going to get caught off guard here. As soon as that smoke disappears.
Risky to play so close when the smoke's there.
There we go. Greens again opening it up. He's leading the charge here.
Greens, he's just a headshotting machine. He's almost playing like Scream right now. Osman's going to find him an ace, but Greens spots him out. He needs just a pixel to get a kill. He's at 48 frags as well. And Greens is playing deathmatch right now. I mean, I'm a little flabbergasted at how good this guy is with an AK-47.
I mean, there's no doubt about who's MVP.
4v3, D5, unless they get a kill, they need to save. They need to go for the save now. Greens, 49 kills, almost gets a 50, but Tox is going to burn Pexer alive. 1v2 now. Breaker in Tox with his Woods. And Woods, he spots one guy out. He hears the sound of the ladder as well, but the bomb's not planted for him. He does have a kit though, but no smoke, no utility whatsoever to use it for his advantage. And he can't find anyone. They're playing it very smart. Great under Breaker, but now it's a 1v1. And is he going to stick it? He's going to stick it. No, he's going to take it out. Goes to the no scope. There's no time remaining. It's going to, get the kill. But there's no time remaining, and that's going to be risky. Round number 20. D5's money is absolutely horrendous. Oh, Lord almighty.
Well, they won it last time. They were in the same situation last time. They won that round somehow. But, I mean, twice? Can't happen twice, can it, Blake?
No. Right now, all I'm doing is I'm just counting. If you can just open up tab for a second there from the observer. I'm just counting Green's frags right now. I'm just keeping count of how many kills he's getting. He's at 49 kills. Yeah. And we are live in the second half here, ladies and gentlemen. Off overtime number 2 as well.
I need some more Red Bull. This is exhausting.
Get me one as well. Yeah, this is a marathon session here. As D5, they pulled off a miracle. They pulled off multiple miracles so far, but right now this looks unlikely though. Wills with a max 7, and again Grisky with an ultra passive scared approach in the buy round on the final
This is the problem with them. They should do the same thing. They know there's no utility on D5. Send one guy, get that info, get the stack knowledge, get something. 0 map control. If they just go B now, after 0 map control, there's a very good chance they can just run into a stack.
And you can see D5, they are pushing in.
Yeah.
They're pushing in all over the map as well.
Yeah.
And Risky though, this is another chance, like yet another chance to take it to map point, to game point. But, I mean, how
whatever you say though, as critical as I have been of D5 and the Indian scene in general, a valiant effort by D5, even if they...
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
They have been playing out of their minds. They're showing a lot of heart A lot of heart, a lot of nerve.
That nade though.
It's gonna hurt. Breaker's gonna get the kill, but it's gonna come down to Tox to find a kill. There's still a guy though. Top Fox, he's gonna fall. Pexer a hunter, but Pexer from behind. Oh, he gets the bomb platter, picks up an AK as well. Going for the spray, but gets taken over by Breaker. Leaving it all on Hunter in 1v3. And Hunter though, he's gotta go for the hero play here. But the bomb
That's so smart, so smart. The bomb plant.
immediately switching over, and
look
it's 21 to 18.
Who gets the one tap in the end?
Greens, and
He's on
ladies and
50. He's on
gentlemen,
50. He's on 50, I think.
And
He's on 50 kills.
Greens on 50 kills and 25 deaths. The
2.0.
guy is absolutely mental. He's just an absolute beast. 21 to 18, and D5 need to win all 3 T-side rounds in a
For
row.
people who don't know that, by the way, that's like, I've been playing Counter-Strike or watching Counter-Strike for like 10 years. That might be like the 3rd or 4th time I've seen that. 50
happens,
kills.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, guaranteed, it's an overtime.
Yeah, but still, 50 kills, man. That's no joke.
50 kills in 1 overtime. In actually 1.5 overtime.
Yeah.
So that's
And he's not done yet. That's the scary part.
D5. The backs are against the walls. And Risky now. With the city side setup. Remember, they struggle to close out the city
They
side.
struggled really a lot. Like, especially the outer side. Late outer hits. Carry Bob doing the smoky tactics that he always does, lurking there. Again, D5 also just playing a very heavy apartments default. Trying to, again, giving up map control for basically an execute. That's what they're doing.
A very passive play coming out from D5. Wooz with the smoke.
Okay, he's actually at least some presence towards A. Oh, they are actually hitting it. They're falling back and they're going to be going out Pop. Hunter again from Pop getting the first
And that's a danger man. That's a danger man taken down. That's Green.
I like that
found out.
flash.
And Wooz, they're making a lot of noise, yep, but they are all over the place. They're going to be committing here by the looks of it. The bomb is making its way as well. He's going to carry ball straight running through the smoke. Unable to spot anyone out. Then Ops waiting. What a timing shot for Breaker. Picks up 2. But the bomb has made its way to the site. And look at Usman.
I was waiting for him.
He's going to spot the guy. Goes to the straight pass. Unable to get it second.
Oh,
He's
Asa's going to
down.
be raging there. Asa's going to be mad that happened.
2
They lose this round.
V2. Risky, 1 round remaining. Breaker's gonna find Pexer. Talks, he hasn't spotted the guy out, but I think he spots out Wooz's arm there. Wooz, he's gonna get taken down.
And that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the game there. It's gonna be Risky Gaming going through to the lower bracket winners final. You can see the disappointment writ large upon the faces of D5. What a valiant effort in the end, but it's gonna be Risky who will be the winners here, ladies and gentlemen, and they will be facing off against the winner of D2D.
No, the
loser of D2D Dare to Dream. And
versus IW.
Invisible Wings, which will be taking place tomorrow. So thank you for tuning in. The next game coming up will be the lower bracket finals, if I'm not mistaken, of the Dota 2 game as well. That's of course going to be brought to you by our friends from AFK Gaming.
Yeah.
My name is Blay. Alongside me is Pra, aka Equitas. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow.